Northbound by Skeeto and NetGuy204. Hey guys, Game Hunter here, and we're returning to Northbound. The first time I played it internally and for on my computer without accessing the internet browser that this game can make use of. And for whatever reason, that makes it so that you can't really use everything that this game's supposed to have. So, this is going to be the official one. I'm still going to have if you want to take a look at my first experiences with it, then feel free to. I'm sure I have it linked as a video response to this. This will be the official video. The other one will be the response. So yeah, apparently, so with this game, I guess I'll just try to briefly describe it. This game plays out like a survival roguelike. So you're running around trying to stay alive. Like this is one, for instance. This is something that never showed up when I was playing earlier. A weary old man in ragged clothing approaches you slowly. He must have been following you for a while now. My entire village fell to the corruption, he says. I have nothing left except the clothes on my back. May I travel for you as long as I am able? Yeah, I'll be nice. But you must keep up. Did that work? Oh, a click. Okay. Joins your party. So we got old Ralph here. I imagine... Wait, what's with these exclamation points? Oh, you gotta look that up. So this game has things that I was mentioning, just little pieces of stuff. You come across a message in a bottle washed up on the shore of a lake. The bottle bobbing gently in the waves. Written on the parchment side is very deliberate, careful calligraphy saying, "Corruption of the land, a result of corruption in the mind. Together we must band and work together in kind." Yep. Let's tuck the note back in. Barely gonna make it. I just want it because, I mean, there's all this. I mean, look at all this. We need this stuff. Abandoned campsite. It must have been left behind recently from others heading north. Oddly, they seem to have left some supplies behind. I'm gonna say that's suspicious. Sorry, Ralph. A door into the earth. A glow of metal catches your eye despite the accumulation of debris. You brush away dust to reveal a door leading into the earth. Sam and I had a dealin' once with an old bloke. This guy claims that he'd been to Moonshine Valley, some huge operation up north. I wonder if he was telling the truth. Sure. Wait. Search for scrap? Yeah, let's just... You leave with the pack of supplies and a little more hope. Yeah. And then that went really fast, so... Sure, why not? That's kind of interesting. So, you know, as we travel, we find people and then we have to figure out what to do. So already this is about I don't know, 10 times better than it was before. I can enjoy that. And yeah, I mean, this game is just kind of moving about like this and hoping that things work out. I did kind of learn about how much you need to rest, etc. So I think every 10 turns you just kind of rest once. And that's something I think should change a bit. A richly grained totem just visible below the brush grabs your attention. You move closer to examine the object in more detail. Huh. Let's examine it. Oh, you gotta... Smoothly polished and warm to the touch, the base of the object is deeply inscribed with the rich lettering. Death yields to life, and the dead must choose. We, the educators, provide the path. Huh. Oh, that seemed to go a little faster now. But I do have the educator totem now. Is there like can I press for inventory? No? Okay. That's fine. I didn't pick the right path for supplies, because there's some hidden over there. Gotta get to it! Nice. Okay, and then we'll rest just a little bit and make our way once again. Is this anything special? No, that's just something. We'll go this way. This is the way that has... Yeah. That would have really messed me up, I'd say. And there's no harm in just waiting if you're not sure where to go, so... So yes, we'll do that sometimes. But like I said, this is already a lot better in that we have things we're doing and choices we have to make as to whether or not this, you know, this corruption is reaching more than just where it is. So yeah. Bear attack rescue. In the distance, you spot a bear clawing at a woman up in a tree. Her leg has already been clawed, now bleeding. It won't be long until she becomes the bear's lunch. You could attempt to save her from the bear, though you risk injury to yourself in the process. Let's try. Again. Staying with the group, old Ralph takes the lead, charging at the bear, frightening it away. You help Kelsey down from the tree, who we suddenly know her name is Kelsey. Oh, okay. So I guess we got food. Extra food. Nice. So a little bit. And we're honorable. Oh my gosh. We are honorable. We are the honorable Kelsey Graham. I don't know. You know, like the guy who did Frasier? Man, I don't know. I apologize. I'm never good with names, so yeah. That's how I do things sometimes. We'll grab this real quick and then we'll rest for just a bit. Okay. Moving right along. There's never anything interesting around here, but we haven't really seen any exclamation points for a while. Just the way this is, I guess. But our supplies are being used a lot faster as a result of having more people, I'll say that. So we need to be a little more quick about picking up everything. A little more streamlined in our quest here. Because with all those supplies, I'm barely kind of holding strong. But resting seems to use the least, so that's good too. Got some of those. And some supplies. Very nice. Last time I had maybe, I don't know, a lot of supplies by the end of it. It was kind of funny. So as you can see, and you might have been noticing in the long term, we've slowly been packing on extra snow. And we're now really just starting to hit the snow. So we're going to stay out of the snow for a bit. That might affect supplies. That's one thing I think is important, that having the terrain change would be good to kind of work with that. And so we'll just rest a bit while we wait for potential supplies. Gotta go after them, right? I mean, you're otherwise just doing nothing. And hopefully we'll get enough supplies by the end of this. Who do we? Okay, yeah, we can afford this. But I think we're coming up across near the end. The totem, whoa. We need to talk about the Tiwar totem. No one ever discusses life before the event, so you're even more surprised she begins to share those details. They form a part of the conduit for the will of death. But I do know that a Tiwar is only found when it chooses to be found. This Tiwar judged you worthy to carry it. You have been given a great gift. She seems unwilling to say more. For making things so clear. Oh man. I'm kind of just thankful for that much information. I'm not gonna pry, so yeah. You gotta be like that, you know. You can't, as much as a person who loves getting knowledge as I am, you can't. You really gotta pace these things out correctly. You can't do too much. And we're not gonna grab that. That would be way too much into the corruption and throw off a lot of time. So yeah. So I have to think about those things. I mean, there's a few things going on here. Moonshine Valley. Oh, what now? He gestures ahead, guiding your view towards the valley. It has just become visible. I was always telling Sam it was a real place. As you approach, the view below opens to reveal cask after cask of supplies. Kelsey's expression somehow sours even more, but you suspect that she would be willing to swallow some pride in exchange for delaying starvation a few more hours. I can afford to spend time. So there we go. And yeah, that would have led me to a dead end, so it's a good thing I thought against it. Ooh, there's... Oh, great. I'm going to go for the triple supplies now. There we go. You gotta make, you know, risk versus reward statistical things as to hopefully things will work out in your favor. The totem speaks! Oh my gosh, and we only have one... I think we only have one option? Do we have more options? Yeah, we only have the one option. Just checking. Because it's kind of getting cut off there. You open your bag and your hands practically leap to the totem. Or was it the totem that leapt? At the moment of contact, your surroundings disappear and you are surrounded by pure nothingness. This is not isolation. You are aware, even more aware of your surroundings. You know your companions are nearby. Vision. Most power. Wait, what? And yet, so I'm not sure what that means. I guess it's like the corruption isn't the worst thing in the world, is what's going on there. Interesting. Huh. A few moments and you remember how your legs work and continue your journey. Yeah. Well, that's cool. I mean, I don't want to read everything word for word. It would be nice if people kind of played the game themselves and figured things out. And there's definitely different paths to take for this game, so not everything is the same. So, but at least we're getting extra supplies. That's important. We're getting we kind of picked up a bit of a surplus here. Oh, and I got supplies without even realizing it. Hot diggity dog. So already this is a much better game. I would still stress having a little bit more of subtlety in additional effects. Just maybe having resources simply be like food and warmth, and you have to balance those out. Maybe putting weight into it, I'm not sure. Having the terrain affect you a little bit's good. Basically, being able to stick on the road means you warm up and get tired less easily. You know, versus staying on the ice. Once you get on the ice, things really get bad. So yeah. I'm not getting a lot of supplies now, but that's just the luck of the draw. It's okay because we have lots of excess in supplies. I guess it's very possible that was affecting it. Oh man, we reached it. Okay, so I think this is the end point, more or less. Maybe not. Last time I got here and then it was eternal ice. Safety in sight. You come to a fortress far in the north. It's the last land settlement before the great North Sea that covers the North Pole. The wooden walls separating the settlement from the wild are coated in some sort of transparent, oily material. An armed soldier greets you to the gate. Welcome, Svigard, mankind's last stand against the corruption. The corruption cannot pass these walls. I'm going to say find my own way. The corruption quick... Oh. Well, I died. Great. So I don't know if there was anything after that, but... Now I'm curious. Now I'm very curious. I am going to be right back. I'm going to do exactly what I did in terms of decisions, assuming the decisions are the same. If they're not, I'll try to pick up in the recording. But otherwise, I'm just going to do the same thing except make the different decision. So, yeah. Anyway, back when I'm back. Well, this one's new. I actually haven't seen a couple messages, but we got this one. You hear the dust stir behind you as old Ralph collapses from exhaustion for the third time. He's struggling to keep pace. Oh man, put him out of his misery. Man, we got time. I've been doing just fine. See? More than enough time. And I'm probably even more honorable than before. Old Ralph. But yeah, so far I haven't really gotten much progress on the totem quest, so to speak, for whatever reason. It seems that well, for one, I only got the totem after only after I picked up Kelsey, so that's one thing that's kind of different. We'll just rest for a bit on the road here. Maybe. Okay, that worked out. Thank goodness. Okay, here we go. Yes, for the most clear. I think, yeah, we're getting pretty close, though. Yeah, okay, and the totem finally speaks, etc. Okay, so, now, we get to do this. Well, as soon as it happens. Accept the hospitality. You enter the fortified town. It's bitterly cold here, but there's food to eat, companionship to enjoy, work to be done, and a bed to sleep in. Here is where you will likely spend the rest of your life. So there we go. I guess that's part of the game. There might be other ways to do it. Maybe there's more with the totem, you know, like asking Kelsey about it. But that's up for you guys to check out. I far preferred what ended up happening now is in that there's choices to make and there's things to do. You should still probably have a little bit in the way of the active gameplay going on rather than the simple story choices. Or if you have story choices, try to have some more of them. Maybe try to make the game into different days, and maybe you could, yeah, so something, well, days where you rest, and maybe there's additional story choices while you just rest or something. I don't know. It's a thought. Definitely not quite in the direction I was necessarily thinking when I first played this, and there were none of these. But you could still add some pieces of that and then expand greatly on the story-driven elements that you have here. So, anyway, this has been Game Hunter playing Northbound. Join me next time when we take a look at another game from the 7-Day Roguelike Challenge of 2014. Until then, keep playing those roguelikes, guys, and take care.